The threat of literalism to spiritual awakening and holistic balance. Hello friends, I'm Lori Lines of Higher Self Access. I am a QHHT Level 3 practitioner, board-certified clinical hypnotist, intuitive, and inspirational medium. What an organ the brain is! All its wrinkles and folds, nuances and enigmas, powers and abilities, working in perfect alignment and synergy until it doesn't. The brain can be separated into different lobes, functions, and systems. The primary distinction is that of the right and left brain, sometimes referred to as brains. These two hemispheres are meant to work together, making up for what the other lacks. The left brain is responsible for logic, analytical thought, scientific and mathematical reasoning, and processing what we have been taught to believe is factual evidence. The right brain processes holistic perceptions, creativity, imagination, art, music, and insightful reasoning. When the two hemispheres are balanced, together they give us a grounded perspective in which we can function in our day-to-day lives, yet aspire, envision, and manifest a fulfilling, high-vibrational future. Unfortunately, some people are out of balance, listening solely to their left brain. This can be referred to as literalism, defined as adherence to a meaning in an exact sense or an exact representation or portrayal without idealization or inference. In simple terms, understanding and judging everything at evidence or face value. But is it really evidential face value? From an early age, based on our culture, society, and family values, we are taught what to attend to, who to trust, how to perceive information, what is fundamentally true, and what is fundamentally false. This is called social conditioning. Social conditioning is how we have been taught to function and think, somewhat like a default state for an electronic device. When we rely solely on the left brain or literalist perceptions, we limit ourselves, our consciousness, and our opportunities. We give our power away to social, religious, political constructs and people we've idealized and over-identified with to determine what we see and how we see it. In this way, literalism is taking everything at face value or basing our perceptions on factual evidence. Instead, it conforms to what we have been socialized to believe is accurate, proven, and apparent. But there's a spoiler alert here. Knowledge grounded in literalism always comes to a stop. There's nowhere else to go to expand on ideas to grow. Repressing our natural tendency to question, to think beyond what appears to be physically present, and to grow as the spiritual beings that we are, stifles our true expression. In my opinion, this has been the crux of a trickle-down effect and why our generation suffers from systemic depression and that people collectively are suffering the dark night of the soul. All that we perceive and experience is transient, except for the experiences that change our soul. The soul or spirit is the entity that exists and bridges us from one life to the next. It never dies. We explore the universal consciousness through our soul, commune with the higher consciousness, and reach the higher dimensions. Locked within the soul is a template of our life path, all that came before and will come after. Alignment with this map or template is how we self-actualize, awaken, and achieve enlightenment through connection to the universal and spiritual consciousness. When we rely too heavily on the left brain's literalism, we tie ourselves too tightly to the physical realm's perceptions, experiences, and fleeting events. We lose touch with our higher selves, the universal consciousness, the universal unconscious, and the realm of the soul. Quickly, we can become locked into the functioning of day-to-day, observing the rules and regulations we have been conditioned to. A divide grows between who we are and who we are meant to be. We are not meant to follow, but to do the soul's work, honoring the template we came to this world with and the higher purpose we are destined to achieve. As the division between who we are portraying and who we are meant to be grows, life becomes challenging. We can lose our way, lose our sense of purpose, and life can lose all meaning. When we lose our why by habitually conforming to what we think we know, we also lose our how and when. There has never been a time where it is crucial for individuals to begin their self-actualizing, integrative process by whatever means is necessary than now. Trusting the left brain too much can lead to not trusting ourselves at all. Our intuition and inner knowing repeatedly takes a back seat to what we have been conditioned to believe is right, even if it goes against what we want or what we feel. Like any other relationship, when we lose our own trust, it is difficult to regain it. This state of feeling conflicted toward the answers out there and having the answers within withheld can render us powerless. This powerlessness can lead to depression, anxiety, and general apathy toward the very life we are living. If you have experienced this or are experiencing it, you understand how difficult a cycle it can be to break. Yet nothing can change within your spirit or in your outer world until you do the spiritual work it takes to amplify and hear your inner truth again. By bypassing social conditioning and the left brain's reasoning, the quantum healing hypnosis technique can access the part of yourself that can hear and feel your inner knowing again. QHHT can help you reconnect with answers that you have lost along the way regarding your everyday life and your spiritual calling. QHHT accesses the higher self and the collective unconscious through your spirit, your everlasting nature, and eternal awareness, rendering the confines of social conditioning and literalism powerless. In turn, returning your mental, spiritual, and emotional balance and restoring your power. I have spoken to many who are afraid of the QHHT process, and those of you who know on a deeper level that you have clung to your literalism for far too long and believe you would not be successful at this practice. Practicing mindfulness to strengthen awareness naturally opens up the mind to balance and trust in your inner knowing, rather than just accepting evidential proof out there that may or may not be true. When you can once again perceive the bigger picture, you will start to realize how small your physical existence truly is. Through connection to your higher self, your countless lifetimes, you can once again appreciate how infinite your options and opportunities are. You can begin to realize yourself and your exponential gifts and visualize unlimited new ways of living, and it takes trusting yourself to do so. Thank you for listening, and I wish you love and truth. I am Lori Lines.